And my guest on the show today is not a guest. Really, he's not a guest. I dare say so myself. Because those who know me well know that if you probably call me and say, TA, we want you to anchor an event, I will ask you, which band are you using? And if I'm not comfortable with the band, the first band I would suggest, and God forgive me, because we have a lot of friends in the industry, the first band I always suggest, I say, come on, Sugar Band, Sugar Band. But he's my friend, my brother. We go way, way back. And his band is the in-house band of Time Out Day. So I'm like, wait a minute. You know, it's the people that are closest to you that you always forget. I'm like, wait, I've not even interviewed Akin on this show. So, party people, ladies and gentlemen, viewers at home, join me in welcoming the CEO of Shuga Entertainment Incorporated and Sound Pro. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Akinloye Tofowomo. As a matter of fact, I don't know who calls him Akinloye Tofowomo, but you know, I will go Akin Shuga.
Oh, come on.
Mr. Shuga. Omoya.
Omoya.
What's up, boss?
I did.
King of Dubai.
You are the king of Dubai.
Okay.
No, you are the king of Dubai.
No, you are the king of the Emirates.
You are the king of Dubai.
You are the king of the Emirates.
No, you are the king.
You are the king.
You are the king.
The king.
You are the king.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that's for Akin. Okay. Now, Akin, I mean, for a lot of people know you, that your band is one of, if not the best band around. You play events almost 7 days a week, but people don't actually know the person that Akin is, the person that is Shuga. People don't know Shuga band. You know, so just can you share an insight into people who don't know who exactly?
Well, Shuga is Shuga. I mean, that's what it is. Yeah. But I'm also, my name is Akinloye Tofowomo. And for those who know me, I'm a very private person. But unfortunately, I go into show business, entertainment, singing, and then the sugar aspect of it. So sugar is it for the sugar people and who wants to be sugared. And then, of course, there's the Aki, you know, that you and I know and all that. And I'm not somebody who dwells in the glitz or the blitz of it all. I'm a very, very easygoing person. Yeah. I'm very cautious about everything that I do. You know, I've been in the business, but I understand how it works, and I've always tried to be myself in the industry. So for people who don't know me, do know sugar, it's still okay. So get sugared by all the sugar you get, and leave Akin to be Akin on a very personal note.
Talking about sugar, I mean, how long has the band been? Because the band has been for as long as from way back in Pintos.
Yeah, Pintos, yeah. Well, the whole idea of Sugar Band.
Of Blessed Men.
For anybody who has been to Pintos, when you see Sugar Band, it's what Pintos used to be.
Yeah.
So for anybody who was like a Pintos person, when you hear Sugar Band, you will know this is Pintos. It's like a mobile Pintos. Yeah. You know, Uncle Shuga Onobolu, God bless his soul. Yeah. You know, he played a major role in my understanding of how these dynamics work as a band. That's what a lot of people don't get. When it comes to a band, it means that there's so many factors. It's like soup. You know, you have the oil, you have this, you have that. So you bring all the varieties into something, and then you have your mixed broth at the end of the day. You know, so that's what Pintos used to be, and it was really, you know, it then.
It was mad. Know? I mean, everybody played at Pintos. Everybody. From Lagwaja to Sonny Neji, everybody. There was Pintos on Allen. How many of you even know Pintos? Oh my show. 1999, really. You know, it was Pintos was like the place, the in thing there.
It was.
Matured crowd, good music, lovely.
It was A-class crowd.
Yeah.
A-class.
So from Pintos now, the band has been on.
Yeah, so the band didn't start from Pintos. After I left Pintos, and of course, you know, the journey I got into doing, I was in another band, you know, and then after a while, I started doing the dinner at, I forgot. I forgot, but that's basically where we started. And then we did this Tony Sabat's place at the American Embassy. No, before Why Not? It was called the Outside In.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So then we used to do a two-piece band. Yeah. Then after it was me and Ejiro and God Bless. Then after a while, it was me and Ejiro, God bless, you know, was in and out. And then after a while, it was me and Laja in the outside in.
Laja.
And then that was 2 pace. Then, of course, Building joined us, Ola, and then we became like a 4 pace. And then, you know, gradually, we started growing. And then, of course, Laja now went to play for Lagbaja as a guitarist. Yeah. So we had an opening for a keyboardist. So we brought in another keyboard. At that time, it wasn't called the Shuga Band. We were just a band. Yeah. Good music. We understood what the people wanted, and we actually gave that. And so even Tony broke the whole of that place. It was a small place. The whole idea was have a small, I mean, they had a DJ downstairs, and then they had a band upstairs. And after a while, it was like, look, that he has an idea. That he prays it works. That if it doesn't work by the first 2 times, that he's going to have to ask the band to stop. I said, okay, let's go. And then Friday, and then it was a kill. Yeah. You know, it was massive. You know?
I mean, you used to play from, and you played in quite a few places. I know you used to play at Grotto as well.
Yes, we did the Grottos. But after a while,
stopped.
We stopped because
Why?
It was telling. Yes, because we had prime clientele, and it was very unfair on your clientele to do the night before on the Friday, and then you have a prime wedding on a Saturday. I tell you something, no matter how good you are, you'd have burnout. So there's even in music, there's burnout. But people don't know that. Sometimes you don't even feel like singing. Yes.
Even with all the money they pay you.
Yes.
Or more.
You don't feel like singing. You just want to be left alone for a while. I mean, get back to yourself again, and then, you know, it comes on again. So it's like, that's the writer's blood or something, or what they call it. You know, at that time, you just want to be all by yourself.
Now, what's the biggest challenge in managing a 13, 14-piece band? I mean, these are people, different backgrounds, different emotions, different gifts, different way of thinking. How'd you cope?
Well, you have to manage people. You have to manage people, but also, you also have to understand that what you have is not a lifetime contract with anybody. So you're not obligated. I mean, no obligations. It's only here we do a lot of sentiments, we try to, but sometimes it doesn't work. You know, so you still have to, communication is still key, whichever way it is. You still have to communicate, you still have to talk to people, but there's sometimes that it just doesn't work. And when it doesn't work, then you guys have gotten to that road where people need to go their separate ways. But I like to go separate ways and still be friends. I don't have no permanent friends. I don't have no permanent enemies.
Just permanent interest.
Just a permanent interest. So the truth is, I flow with everybody. I flow. Whether you've been there, done that, you're my friend. When I see you, I agree. Even if you are hitting my head at the back, as long as you don't come and try to smash my head in front of me, and then I'll be forced to defend myself. But outside of all that, we're good to go.
And the thing about Shuga Band is that out of Shuga Band, a couple of other bands have come out. At least I know about 2, 3 bands that have come out of Shuga Band. How do you feel?
Well, no feelings. That's
like
why I said
Abraham.
No, not necessarily. But you see, the truth is, everybody evolves, and you can't pin down ambition. You can't hold down ambition, and you don't even have a right to. Yes, but I also have a right to be myself, and I also have a right to run my business the way I want to be. I don't hold you, and I don't owe you. So the truth is, go on, do whatever you can do, see how far you can go with it. If you need any inputs, but you know, in Nigeria, people always want to bring you down with the hope of getting up. Such people never get anywhere. So people like that, stay away from them. But when you open your arms, I'll welcome you, I'll support you, I'll do referrals for you. You know how we do it. But if you don't, I'll just sit on the fence and watch you. Because there's a lot more than just put the band together. I mean, run a band as a business because it's entertainment. A lot of people don't understand the business of it. It is an organization. If well and properly run, it's going to be relevant for a very long time.
And I think that's what makes Shuga Band different, because you guys have been relevant for a very long time.
We'll try.
You have been relevant for a very long time.
God is sweet.
It's so bad that you go Shuga Band and say, okay, we can only record from Monday to Wednesday. We are traveling on Thursday. We are going to this. I'm like, Let me, business is booming. Do you still have space in the band?
No, it's the grace of God.
Do you still have space in the band?
No, not for you now.
You're
a trustee.
Don't I sing?
You're a trustee. You're a trustee.
You have to pay dividend. How's the family though?
Family is good.
How is my little Deborah?
They're fine. They're fine.
And madam is still counting money.
No, she's fine.
She's counting.
No, she's in school.
Okay. So how do you cope? Because I know that sometimes she helps with the band. She has a master's in media and communications, so that helps with the structure of the band. I mean, it's a business, so it's very difficult to manage all alone. So she's probably going to be doing her PhD, you know, in maybe money management. You know what I'm just thinking about? People will sit down, you will see them just play music. You don't know it's a company. So you people are actually running it. Yeah, it's a company.
Yes.
Limited liability.
Yes.
Company Nigeria Limited, PSC.
Yes.
Please, when are you selling shares? I want to buy. Oh, Abi, don't you guys want to buy shares?
No, we're doing...
When the manager is going to study for a PhD, you now say I should not buy shares.
No, we're doing private placement.
Private placement. Please book me down. You do pay as you go, Abi?
Yes.
Pay as you go.
Not pay as you go.
Please,
private placement.
Monthly payments.
No.
Are you serious?
Well,
okay, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you,
apart from music, I also know that you also do some humanitarian work as well.
Yes.
You know, I know there's the Shuga Foundation.
Yes.
What's that about?
Well, the Shuga Foundation was created because growing up as a child, I was privileged to grow up. My father was a judge, he's late, and I had a very privileged background. I had everything good. But I suffered polio as a child. Okay. So, and I know the effects afterwards. And I know there are lots of people, but I'm more concerned about people who can't afford these things. Okay. And so about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was in Georgia to meet the guy who won the CNN Hero of the Year in 2008, David Pocket. Is a specialist in orthotics and orthopedic braces. Okay. So he also has a foundation. So the foundation is, we have not gotten there yet. What I mean is we haven't gotten what we're looking for. Because when you're dealing with lots of people and money is involved, you have to be very careful, which we are. So what we've been doing are gradually our funds from our own end. And of course, the Nigerian Britain Association, they've supported us, a whole lot of people here and there, you know. But what we're trying to do is have a limb center, which is what is missing. I mean, I'm wearing something that was made in India for about less than about $500. Do you understand? But I know that there are people here who would do better. They still can't even afford that. At the point when I needed it, I couldn't find it. I could afford it, but I couldn't find it anywhere here. So Sonny Rabo was the one who connected me with David Poker. I actually brought it to my knowledge and said, look, let's hook up with this guy. So that's how we started the Limb for the Limbless. And of course, Tolagbe, Shole Martins, and her husband, and my wife, and all of us, we all got together. I would say, okay, let's start something. We've started. It hasn't been easy. Yeah. Getting the people, getting the things to work, and we also have the challenge of youth, because at one time you go there and they'll charge you outrageously. So imagine when I have to pay about close to 50 to 100,000 for something that is not even up to the quality of $500 I have. And this is even still substandard technology. What I'm bringing from Atlanta is high tech.
Wow. And how many people have benefited from the Shuga Foundation?
No, maybe about 8 to 10 people.
Wow.
Yes, because
that personally